Stan! Here we are in the loft door on a Friday. I might not be able to do videos tomorrow. I'll see. Got familial things to do. I've just traded a few books out to a fellow YouTuber. And I said to myself, or my wife said to me, don't be getting any more books. Do not be buying any more books. I just bought some online, some Osprey Men at Arms books again. And when I posted the parcel, there's a junk shop, charity shop / thing down the road, and I went in and bought one. I bought this. Now look what was hanging out the. I want to have problems with this camera. Look what was hanging out the. As a bookmark. Now, that's got some age to it. That, and if I'm not mistaken, that is First World War. Iron Cross. Second class. As you can see, there's one over. I can't get my camera over there. But, yeah, that was just jammed in there. Iron Cross Second Class, First World War. I think a ribbon. I want to put that in a little display case. I'm doing this book probably all its life, or for the last few years. It has been on a medal. You can see where the little. Anyway, just a little thing you pick up in charity shops. Very nice. Anyway, right. There's going to be a symbol of the Third Reich before we start. If you don't like them, turn off now. If you don't mind, here we are. So, what is this? I think I have got notes. I've been spent the morning writing them down because well, we do it proper military video today. No mucking around. So, notes. Can't find them. Here we go. Here we are. We've got them. So, in here, there is reference to the town of Chemnitz. That was, it had concentration camps nearby. It was bombed heavily by the Allies at the end of the World War II. A lot of factories in the area, and people from the camps were working there. And it ended up as part of the GDR, DDR post-war. Now, this magazine, this news periodical, the Militaria Wochenblatt, which translated is Military Weekly Paper. Now, I've sat and done this with just sort of like a Google Translate, typing it in myself, so any mistakes I've made, you'll just have to forgive me, I'm sorry. But the Military Wochenblatt, now I couldn't find a lot, every time I go and look for these sort of things, they just keep coming up advertised. But if you think Signal magazine or the Adler, the other various armed forces personnel papers, newspapers, magazines, that's what it is. It was first founded in 1816. There was problems with cats up here, and it switched between private and army control over its existence. It was first taken over by the Prussian army in the 1820s in order to contribute to the education of younger officers. I don't know when its last publication was, but some sources say 1942. But so I'm not sure, and this is a 1942 one. Obviously, I would say that in its form that it's in now in front of you, it wouldn't have lasted past 1945, would it? So we'll just take a drink of tea. And we will try, or I will try, not to get cat attacked. And we will, you can't stay there. So, Military Weekly Paper, Militar Wochenblatt. Excuse me. Come on, just move along. There's other places to play, not here. So it says there, underneath, if you can read that, see that, the subtitle. I'm not going to pronounce it in German, but it's Independent Periodical Weekly for the German Armed Forces. And this is from 17th of April 1942. And you got a picture of the Führer there on the front. So we'll turn it over and we'll have a little look at the various adverts, and we're going to have real problems with cats. Move it, please. Oh, come on. I'm only doing one video this week. Not the cat show. So Mauser there in the corner. Now that is for air raid shelter doors, of all things. And then you've got this advert. I just try to pick out the ones that took me fancy. Zollener Werke. And that is for varnishes and colours for every device. Deutsche Deutsche Schlauchbootenfabrik. So that is for rubber dinghy makers. And Siemens für das Nachrichtenfunksystem. I think that's for the intelligence sector. And you can see the other adverts on there, here and there. And we'll turn the page over and we'll have a look, see what's on page 2-ish. So I don't think I didn't translate any of these. So obviously cigarettes, Cosmos, Bessler. Oh, that's I did write that one. Now Bessler, state certified optician and watchmaker. It's a picture of a pair of binoculars on there. Deutsche Bank, other ones are chemical chemical makers. So 20th of April 1942, and that says there. It says for the leader's birthday. So that's obviously Adolf Hitler's birthday. I can't translate the full script. I'm sorry about that. But so, yeah, 20th of April 1942. And we go over the page. It's obviously just a newspaper to tell people what's going on. Deutsche Soldaten. The honour of the German soldier. That one there, that title. That title there. I don't know if you can pick it up there. Die Lage am der Freundlichen Nordfront, 20th of May 1940. That translates something like the location of the French North Front. Again, using Google Translate, it's not going to be perfect. Some maps there of the battles in the Low Countries. Now, that one says world air superiority, a British dream, something along them lines, a British hope. And then we're going here. The War in the Far East. That's that subtitle. I wasn't sure about that one. Oh, MacArthur in Australia. Japan's land flotte, so land flotte, als not sure. So that's Japan's land army. And look, I lost it again. There's a power factor. Military economy. Now, I couldn't find out that one there. General der Infantry, E. von Loddow. He obviously died. You get that one? And bring that up to a little bit. I don't want to. Oh, it's all falling apart. I better not. It's quite a delicate piece of paper, so I don't want to. But that top corner, you can see there, it's got to. You just zoom in if you like, I suppose. Turn over again. So Army, Air Force, Army, Navy, Air Force, descriptions of that says that's military economy. Yeah, that one. Specialist press, I believe that is. I couldn't make out what that top one was. We're back to the adverts again. So that's a gun oil advert. Das Waffen oil. Albert Cantor. Let's look anymore. Perry, know how to appreciate the high value of Perry. That one. And products, which is why they are used sparingly. That one there. That one. Something like the collar rubs, danger to the skin. So some sort of, if you've got a woolen shirt, probably some sort of disinfectant. There's another one in there that's codes for the communication industries. It might be on the next page. These are all sort of to do with, not all of them, a lot of them are to do with food. Air protection equipment. Is that on that page or the back? Let's have a look. Back page. Yeah, there you go. Luftschutzgeräte und Ausrüstungen. And that is air raid protection equipment. And you see again Chemnitz. It's mentioned a couple of times. I probably didn't point it out enough. Chemnitz there, that side, left hand side. Under Paul Fiedler. And what's the last bit? For the quality, I'm not sure of that one. I'm not sure. Uniforms, I think. Right, so anyway, sorry about that. I thought I'd done better in rehearsals. But apotheke, I know that's chemist, apothecary in English. Have a quick look through that. And the front again. This is, I mean, literally, it's come apart here. That this is definitely one I'd frame, I think. I gotta get a frame for that. Amongst other publications that I've got. I could do like a series of them. Now that thing, I probably paid too much for it. I did. I paid about 17 quid. And the reason behind that was, it's not, I don't think it's worth 17 quid, but it's, I can't again. It's sat on my watch list. Like she sat on there, actually. Sat on my watch list for ages, like for months. I'm talking about 6 months. And then last week, I had quite a nice bottle of Merlot wine. And by the time I'd finished it, I'd bought that. I was just so sick of it sitting there. So yeah, I paid too much for it. But a nice little bit of real military history. And honestly, I don't know if that's just being torn by me today. Probably putting it in my bookcase. Probably has been, because I am that clumsy, honestly. So anyway, that's Stan. I hope you've got something from that. And I will maybe see you tomorrow if I do any videos, which I might. See ya.